Okay, everybody, I put this one out on TikTok, 60 seconds, and they clipped me and froze me. So when that happens, whoever's behind TikTok, they say the Chinese are watching over the United States through TikTok. Here is this little talk is called How Deep is the Deception? The Depth of the Deception. Now, I had watched many situations or movies. We'll use the example baseball. Sometimes you would see the same clip and the right-handed pitcher turned into a left-handed pitcher. And then you would see the same clip where the left-hand batter was a right-handed batter, and after he hit the ball, he ran for third base instead of first. In other words, the movie was somehow mirrored or flipped inside out, where the runner ran down to third instead of running down to first. Now, it seems quite trivial or innocent, but it's not. What they're doing is causing mental confusion. You know the rules of baseball. You hit the ball and you run to first. They show you a guy hitting the ball, running to third, and circling the bases clockwise instead of counterclockwise. And this is all to program your mind to confusion. Is this a right? Is this a left? Is this right or wrong according to the rules of the game? And I'll leave you with this one. I helped a friend, a guitar player, I won't mention any names. We made a long movement. We drove vehicles from Austin, Texas, I think. I could be wrong on where we landed, but anyway, we landed in Texas, got in some U-Hauls, and helped drive his daughter, her husband, a St. Bernard named Bernie, and I'm named Bernie. We had two Bernies in the front seat of a 35-foot heavy-duty van, loaded down very heavy, and we drove back to Phoenix, Arizona. On the way back, this man was a good man, good principles. He'd put his hands together and nod his head down in submission. He created his own religion. He came out of Catholicism. But I had to say it as politely as possible. I said this. Listen closely. There's two games, baseball and football. If God chooses the rules to football and you're playing the rules to baseball, you're not in God's game. God chose the rules to football. God chose his rules to his game. So I politely put it to my friend, make sure you're playing the rules to God's game, and if he chose football and you're using baseball rules, you're in the wrong game. And that's what I said to him. I didn't want to offend him largely, but I did have to challenge him with the truth. So I say to you, what are the rules of the game you're playing? I hope you're playing God's game and not your game. I hope you find the rules and principles to God's game. And if you find out that God's playing football, do not play baseball. Did you get it? And when you see movies mirrored or flipped in the camera in reverse, and the guy hits the baseball and runs to third, that is mental confusion of the truth or playing the game correctly. Mental confusion is what TikTok is up to, because it's run by the Chinese in 44 minutes and 50 seconds. Love, in the name of the Lord Christ Jesus, our ransom payment for life eternal.